Headline: Conservative think tanks exclusive gathering.
Yeah.
Conservative think tanks exclusive gathering will include Biden official, but not Trump. A private, off-the-record gathering of conservative leaders and wealthy donors will convene this week in Sea Island, Georgia, with appearances by a Biden White House official and several critics of former President Trump. Trump was not invited to the exclusive event, which will be attended by some of the Republican Party's biggest donors, according to two people familiar with the event who were not authorized to discuss it. The conservative American Enterprise Institute's annual World Forum this year will be held at the Cloister, a high-end hotel complex in Sea Island, and feature invite-only discussions, meals, and access to miles of private beach. Oh, boy. You can't say two-party duopoly louder than this. This reminds me of Hillary Clinton in 2016, openly courting donors of Jeb Bush and other Republicans, and trying this strategy to get like never Trump Republicans. Kudos to the neocons for not inviting Trump, but Biden's people are going to go sit with basically, I don't know if the Koch brother is going to be there, but the equivalent of all these right-wing, Neanderthals. Biden's going to go there because civility, right? It's a joke.
You know what? I don't even think it's civility. So American Enterprise Institute, for folks that don't know who they are, this is a very, it's a neoconservative think tank that's been around 20, 25 years, maybe longer, actually. They were the architects of the Iraq war, the Iraq invasion, let's call it what it is, that was pushed by George Bush, Kagan and company, Negroponte. So this is a neoconservative think tank. There is a lot of crossover, and there always has been a lot of crossover with the Democratic Party and AEI. And in fact, not just with them, Neera Tandine, CAP, right? She has co-sponsored events with AEI. So they have not been ostracized by the Democrats in the past. I do think that they share similar disdain for any sort of isolationist foreign policy, which is part of what's driving this. I think Trump's remarks, as far as being populist, isolationist, we can have a conversation whether he actually is that person, because I don't think he is. But having said that, they are, this is a group that has not met a war that they don't love. They do like to install this idea of a second Cold War. That's something that they've pushed over the years. And I think the Democratic Party has a lot of crossover beliefs with them. So it's not shocking to me that Biden or any other Democrat, for that matter, that is on the conservative side of the spectrum, would partner with them. And in fact, Neera Tandine, let's talk about her for a second, because I'm having a flashback. I got blocked by Neera on Twitter over this discussion because they had co-sponsored it was unbelievable, really. They had co-sponsored this weekend thing about discrimination with AEI. Part of AEI's legacy is a book called The Bell Curve with Charles Taylor. So this is not a group, let's put it this way, that really gives a shit about discrimination. The Bell Curve, if you don't know, is a book that basically discusses that IQ is linked to race, that groups are hardwired for intelligence. Some racial groups are hardwired for lesser intelligence. Ergo, we should not finance programs like Head Start, right? So does that sound like something a progressive think tank like CAP should be co-sponsoring a discrimination event with AEI? Like, it's crazy to me that this happened. But she engaged with me on Twitter, and then I ended up just really going after her, and she blocked me. But there's a legacy,
Let's just set the record. They're not progressive. It's the Center for Phony American Progress. And B, I agree with some of the things you're saying about why Biden's people are going, crossover neocons. The reason Biden's people are going is because they want the Republican money. That's why they're going. Because they're corrupt, and they're building up their war chest for the midterms. They want, if Biden's going to run in 2024, or if it's going to be Vice President Harris or Mayor Pete or whatever, they're basically signaling to the Republicans, hey, we're here to play ball. We'll continue pretending that we want Build Back Better and we want these bold progressive policies, but then we'll just wink wink, and then we'll just throw out the playbook of excuses, the parliamentarian, the mailman, while shoveling through goodies for you Republican donors, like the privatized infrastructure deal.
Right.
So it's so transparent what's going on. Give me your money and I will give you a return times 10. And Biden doesn't have shame. The Democrats don't have shame about playing footsie with the Republicans and the Republican donors, because the Democrats are also Republicans, they're just a little verbally kinder than the Republicans. So thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in to Status Coup's daily live stream Monday through Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern time and Fridays at 4 o'clock Eastern time.